My name is Noelle P. Wilson, and my project is the short film Live Long, which I wrote and will direct and produce. Live Long is a short film that incorporates magical realism. The premise of the film is a family, a mom, dad, and daughter and son, and mom has passed away. And one of the biggest themes that I'm tackling in this film is how we all deal with grief in different ways. So in the film, mom returns back in the form of Ivy, or I should say the spirit of mom, to help guide her family through their different stages of grief, which vary from the daughter going through her 5 stages of Elizabeth Kubler-Ross and dad who is slowly sinking into his man chair in a state of depression. The inspiration for visually showing this process came from sort of just my own experience with grief and signs from the universe, if you will. I tend to see my mom, who I lost as a teenager many moons ago, in all different forms around me in life. And it's encouraging and it feels like a spiritual hug. And I wanted to share her in that way in a film. And my mom was a painter. She was an oil painter and an artist herself. And one thing that I love to do when I'm trying to create or I'm stuck or I just need inspiration is to walk in nature. And I started to notice these beautiful houses with ivy on the outside. And it just inspired me to think of Ivy as sort of a guardian and a spirit for people who live in houses that are covered in ivy. And it's been a challenge because a lot of people read ivy in a film and they automatically think it's a horror. And I have to say, no, this is not horror. It's a love story of a family. And so in order to bring that to life in the film, I just started talking to everyone and anyone who would listen, because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it. And then through many amazing people, I came to meet a puppeteer named Kate Brem, who joined us for some test shoots to bring Ivy to life as a real practical effect within the camera. And that's been really fun and challenging. So I was awarded a micro grant in the development pre-production category. And this grant, not only does it give me financial support, but it gives me the creative and emotional support that I needed of someone that doesn't know me personally saying, yes, do this, make this story, this sounds great. And we are doing test shoots for our magical realism practical effects, and this grant will go towards our second test shoot, which is our dad man chair, where dad is sinking into in his state of depression. So stay tuned. We'll see how that goes as we develop that. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I currently live in Queens, which is a little of a sticking point. If you're from New York, you know that's hard. It's hard to move from one borough to another, but I did it for love. And I have an MFA in TV writing from Stony Brook University, which is a program developed in conjunction with Christine Vachon of Killer Films. I've directed about half a dozen short films and web series in the last few years. Some are award winners, some are making their festival circuit now. And what else? I'm in development on Live Long, as you've just heard about. And I'm also busy constantly writing new TV pilots. It's an interesting time right now, but it's a great time to be writing and it's a great time to be an artist. And let's see, when I'm not writing, I love to travel the world. I've lived in Australia and England, and I have been as far away from home as, well, Australia is probably further, but Egypt, and all around Europe. And I just think we should see as much of the world as we can as artists. I guess the only thing I want to share is that I'm just so thankful for the Pano community, and for all the support that they offer, be it morally, just be it in spirit, financially. It's such a great community and such a great asset for filmmakers like myself. And I couldn't do it without you.